What's going on, guys? Bruce Matson, your host of the show. No name yet, but it's all good. And if you've been following along, you know I've been getting heavy on that NFL draft, getting you guys ready for them rookie drafts for Dynasty Fantasy Football, and just giving you my overall knowledge and what I feel about these players. So if that's something you're interested in, something you've been doing lately, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next show. Give me a like, ring that bell, allow me to get noticed on the Zap, son. But today is very, very special because I'm going to be talking about Jermar Jefferson. And watching him on tape, he immediately became one of my favorite running backs in this class. He's 5'10-ish, 217 pounds. We don't have the combine this year, but just from watching him run, it looks like he'd be a guy that blow up the combine. He has speed, he has burst, he moves laterally well. I feel like with his size and weight, combine that with his speed, agility, his burst, and we're seeing an athletic specimen that would rise up draft boards. And at Oregon State, he was very productive, rushed for over 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns his freshman season in 2018. And he has been nonstop since. In 9 games last year, he had 685 yards. And he's been involved in the passing game. Caught 25 balls as a freshman, 43 balls overall in his career. But he's just always been a baller. He had 858 yards in the shortened 2020 season, the COVID year, 7 touchdowns. That's in 6 games. You extrapolate that out, it's double-digit touchdowns over 1,000 yards easy. And he owned a large portion of the offense, had a 34.6% dominator rating, and a 7.4% target share. 52nd percentile among running back prospects. But yeah, he's a ball player. Broke out as a freshman. Early breakout age is good. Athleticism looks like it checks out on tape. And I like him. On tape, though, there's a lot of things I really like. Obviously, the athleticism, but his approach to the line of scrimmage is really good. I like how he doesn't mess around. He makes his decisions quick when he's going towards the hole. And if he's going to miss on the hole, he's going to miss being quick. He's not going to dilly-dally. He's not going to dance in the backfield. He's going to get to that hole. And if it's the wrong hole or if there's no hole, he's going to get to it. And I like that because if the hole's open, he's there. He's not going to second-guess himself. He's not going to sit there in the backfield, take that extra half second or second to make sure. He's just going to go off his instincts and run through it. I mentioned how he runs laterally very well. He can stick his foot in the ground and move like almost yards from either right or left to get that extra space. So if that hole is open over here, like where he's going here is just closed up or becomes trash, and here's the space over this way, and you see his out of the corner of his eye, he can put that foot in the ground, move laterally that way, and he covers a lot of ground. Probably more ground than on any running back in this class, moving side to side, moving laterally, which is something I like, something I look at a lot with running backs, because being able to move laterally like instantly like that and covering a lot of ground can really save you, especially if you have a bad offensive line or things are closing up and you need to make a move. And it's just a great trait to have. Whether you have good vision or not, that's something different, but just being able to make that move is great. Speaking of vision, it looks like he has good vision from what I've seen. He finds the hole, he gets to it, and he gets through it. He doesn't mess around. He finds the hole pretty quickly, and he trusts his instincts very well. It's hard to find any bad traits in his game, honestly. If you had to nitpick, there are some times where he gets overly aggressive. He loses patience, and he may run up the back of his offensive lineman, like maybe in the hole, or miss a opportunity where he could have just cut right or left, where there was some extra space. But I don't know if I would give up that tendency of him really being aggressive and being very decisive, though, because there's a give and take there. And I really love his decisiveness. I think that could allow him to be an impact early in his career during his rookie season at the NFL level, and just his ability to see the hole and get to it and not mess around, and him just see it and go type deal instead of waffling. And not many running backs do that, but he kind of sees things quicker, it looks like, and he is very aggressive and assertive when going towards the hole. I don't know if I want him really thinking. I would just really expect him to have those blips every now and again for a very assertive running back when it comes to going through the hole or finding that open space in the second level. And then once he hits that second level, he's got that burst to pull away, and then he's got enough long speed to get away from the defenders, and it makes him dangerous. And with his size, that creates a lot of inertia at the point of contact where he can drag guys, he can get you those extra yardage, and he's very feisty at the point of contact as well, and that just helps him a lot. I don't understand why he's not considered one of the top running backs in his class by the consensus, really. Like, up there with Javonte Williams, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. Like, there's really not that much that sets him apart from them. He broke out at 18. He had a good junior season at age 20 this year. Very productive. He's using the passing game enough, and I just don't see why. I think if he had the combine with his athleticism, and then you combine that with his production, a lot of people would be jumping on that train. I see him, I don't say he's comparable to Miles Sanders. I think he's better than Miles Sanders. Like, I think he's better at seeing the hole and getting to and through the hole, and he's more decisive. But he has, like, I need to look up his build more. Miles Sanders to get exact height and weights, but I feel like they're very similar athletically. But I like Jermar Jefferson better. If you want a player to compare to, I could do a comparison video of the two, but when I think of him now, I kind of get feelings of him, but I don't like to do comparisons except for when I'm doing that series, and it's kind of like to help people get an idea of what this player looks like and what to expect from him. But Jermar Jefferson has more than enough athleticism, and he plays in a way that we're going to know quickly whether he can get the job done at the next level. And I'm almost confident. Just, he's so decisive. And it's just, as long as he's not constantly making the wrong decisions. He didn't do that much in college. And I feel like he's a value considering what he is. There's not that many top-tier running backs in his class. And it's kind of a weaker running back class when you look at all depth in the bottom half. This is an easy opportunity for Jermar Jefferson to really jump up there with the big three and be one of the better running backs. I really, really wish he had a combine, because I know his stock would jump up among the consensus. There's an underground rumbling right now on social media, people talking about him. But when it comes to the masses, not many people are really talking about him. If you're really into college football, if you're scrolling social media all day, you know about him. But not everybody. Jermar Jefferson is a guy I encourage you to look at. Look at the film, look at the metrics, and just look at him objectively. I guarantee it, you're not going to come away unimpressed. You're going to like what you see. And, like, he wasn't really super active in the passing game, but he's shown that ability to catch the ball in the backfield. If he gets the ball in the flat or with space, he's a big problem for the defense. A huge problem, because he's got that burst speed and then that size to go along with it to be tough to tackle. So Jermar Jefferson is a player that can and will be an impact on every down for his team when he makes it to the NFL. And I imagine he's going to get decent draft capital. top 100 pick. I can't see him falling farther unless this COVID era, where we don't have the combine, we have less interviews and stuff, really hurts him. And this NFL draft is going to be really wonky, maybe. Well, we thought that last year. Well, it kind of was, but things kind of panned out. But things might pan out this year too, but we'll have to see. But keep an eye on him. I just want to thank you guys for watching the show. Keep following along because I got a lot of draft content coming your way. And Jermar Jefferson, keep an eye on him. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss the next show. Ring that bell. Give me some views. And I'll catch you next time.